Before I met Lara, I was actually discerning to be a priest. I was just thinking maybe God has a will for me and maybe it's to be in the priesthood. You know, God, if this is what's in your will, then please guide me and show me a sign if this is what you want for me.
Back in 2007, I was a senior in high school. At that time, I thought I don't think I'm ready to be in one. The teachings that I have is that real love waits.
And after that prayer and continual prayer, after 3 months, I met Lara. And that was, I guess, the sign I was looking for.
So I asked God, Lord, if I don't think I'm ready to be in a relationship now, but if I may ask you to help me prepare myself, to help me accept whoever that person is in my life. I also told him I would take it as a bonus if that person is also part of the community, which is Youth for Christ, and if that person also plays the guitar, and if that person also leads worship.
I met Lara at church, at the CFC Singles for Christ community. For 8 weeks has gone by and we were at the same weekly meeting, but we never ran into each other.
Because, I don't know, maybe just because I was always late, he's always early, and we just never really got the chance to meet each other.
And then so after one of those meetings, the group went bowling. And after the bowling alley, we all decided to go to a restaurant.
I guess fortunately rather, something came up and Pauline wasn't able to go. So she ended up looking for someone who also lived in Anaheim. And she ended up asking Clark to give me a ride.
And I said, sure, in the interest of, being accommodating to a new member. And that was the first time I saw Lara. And I gotta say, cute niya.
I thought Clark was very awkward and shy at that time because he didn't really talk to me that much. That's why I had to fill in the gap, and I felt like I had to talk to him and share my whole life story just so I can open up the conversation. And
ang dal-dal niya, she was so talkative, and she was speaking so fast.
All the things that he wants to say, like that I'm more talkative than him, but in reality, it's him who always do the talking.
I always tell her I figured because she was nervous around me.
I met him in November, and then December came, Christmas is coming. So I ended up asking Clark, hey, do you want to go to Simbang Gabi? And without hesitation, he said yes. And I was like, really?
Of course. Knowing that, I'll be able to see her for the next 9 days.
Now thinking about it, our friendship started by going to church.
That's why I really felt that this is a really blessed relationship.
I saw him grow with his service, and I started seeing him lead worship in our prayer meetings or assemblies. And then I also learned, actually, when we were still getting to know each other, I realized that he plays the guitar.
And what better way to get to know someone than to be praying with them? And so that's when I really felt blessed. And I really felt that this was a sign from God, that maybe this was the person for me.
The prayer that I did 5 years before I met Clark, here he is. I had to wait 5 whole years before that prayer was answered.
The moment that I knew I loved her was when I was not able to look into my future and not see her with me. And that's when I knew that this was the one for me.
God never really fails. He may not say yes right away, but at the end, He will always give you what you need and what you want in His perfect time. And that is Clark for me.
My hope and dreams for our marriage is that God continues to bless us and guide us throughout our lives, to enable us to truly love one another through thick and thin, through our joys and our hardships, and that He blesses us with a happy and loving family with many children.
I really hope and pray that we choose to love more than anything else and have a prayerful family and raise a Christian family that loves God above all else.